Hi there, listener. You're about to experience TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games, and there will be plenty of game talk, but also copious amounts of crude, off-color, offensive, and immature speech. So if you are of a rather sensitive humor constitution, we're just letting you know what you're in for with this show. It has games. It has jokes. You know, just games and jokes. Take the games, take the jokes, and have a good time.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another TADPOG podcast. It's a show that happens twice a week. Well, it's Original Flavor Wednesday, so it's a show where three old guys.
No, it's Other Shit Monday.
You're right. Man, John's here on Other Shit Monday, and I'm totally thrown off.
Is this a first?
I'm totally thrown off.
I think this is a first. Have you ever been on Other Shit Monday, John? Spoilers, Jon Turley is on the
I don't believe so.
Wow.
Damn.
Count it,
Damn.
Sam. Put that, Sam, you've got bar
Little
graphs for
asterisk somewhere.
Yeah, Monday shows, Wednesday shows, right?
He's got charts and graphs. He's
Yeah, man, he's on it.
Because, to color code his graph,
Statistician.
so between like blue for Original Flavor Wednesdays and red for Other Shit Mondays, so then we know how many
Oh, there's gonna
episodes
be-
you've done.
That's really
it's
good.
gonna be one thin red
Just
line.
just throwing more work on Troubadour Sam. It's totally
Was that a movie reference?
Oh, it could have been. It could have been. Not.
Not a movie I've seen.
It's pretty fucking weak.
Is it weak? That seems like one of those movies that everyone like, oh, you haven't seen The Thin Red Line?
It has an. It
What are
has
you?
like a really fucking. And I may piss some people off here. I don't know.
That's what
It
we
has
do
a-
here.
Well, okay. It has a really fucking epic cast, but
Just not
the
enough
story.
boobs.
or dicks.
Obviously, not enough boobs or dicks. But that NC-17 rating just killed it. You know. I just felt like the story was kind of weak.
All right.
Like it didn't have like all your really epic World War II movies like your Saving Private Ryan's and stuff like that.
So which is
Didn't
better?
carry.
Level with me. The Thin Red Line or Porky's? Porky's 2. Porky's 2.
Well, you changed the game by saying two. That's what's really important there.
I don't even know what any Porky's movie is really about.
No, I think you do.
Well, there's like there's something where a guy looks into like a shower scene.
yeah.
That's all I know.
Yep.
That's Porky's.
That's
what it's about.
That's all I know
Yeah,
about it.
that's what it's about.
Yeah, it's about a bunch
Shower
of guys
glory holes. Okay,
trying to get
ahead of its
fucked.
time, ahead of the curve.
No, it really set the bar, I feel like. Because like that's the movie I remember like sneaking down to the living room when my parents were sleeping, like turning on HBO and being like, oh man, cable is a great and beautiful thing. Porky's pretty much shaped the human that I am today. Thanks, Porky's.
This podcast was brought to you by Porky's.
We need to find out who directed Porky's in Porky's 2 and get them on the show. I would like to interview that person.
You could probably reel that one in.
You think so? We might be surprised. It might be somebody who like really turned their career
So it's
around.
like Christopher Nolan, right?
Yeah.
It was his first
If not
project.
Shyamalan, he did Porky's 1 and 2. Yeah, okay. Then Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty prolific. We're three old guys talking about old games. I'm your bearded host, Tyler, and today we are finally going to be talking about. Yeah, I didn't finish my talk. I got
What are you rustling around
It's a
with?
burrito.
Yeah, I didn't finish it. It's just there. I'll finish it later. Play tomorrow sometime.
John, that's kind
I'll
of
leave it
rude
right
to just
there.
like
I'm
go
sorry.
through another man's burrito. Just
Just like an unwrapping.
willy-nilly in the middle of a podcast.
unwrapping his foil right in the middle of a podcast.
My dildo could have been in there for all you know. You don't know what I keep in
does-
foil on the Tadpog
I
table.
feel like that would have been more polite to like examine a man's dildo.
Are you gonna finish that dildo, Tyler?
It does say
tomorrow.
special on it, so could have been anything. Just rolling the dice there.
So today we are doing by special Jon Turley request,
Right.
Super Monkey Ball 2.
Which is really bizarre because, John, it turns out you really didn't know much about this game.
Nope. I was in an altered mindset most of the time playing this game.
You were
So,
enlightened at the time.
Enlightened.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
John
Lots
did a
of
lot of
meditating.
heroin back in the day. Back in the
man.
80s.
Yeah. Oh,
Man.
yeah. No, that was coke, Tyler. It's
Oh,
coke
yeah,
in the
sorry.
80s, heroin in the 90s. Come on.
He was bumping those needles in the alleyway.
bumping rails in the 90s. I just have I've got some thick ass nostalgia glasses for this game.
I'm looking forward to really critiquing what you thought this game was. Not so much the game, but what you thought this game was.
Well, number one, I don't think we explored the racing quite as much as we should have. I think there were some other tracks.
No, we did
and
enough
stuff
racing.
That made the racing a lot of fun.
Tyler's ready to tell a story.
No, I'm not.
Oh, no?
My story's not that good, so we can do this.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
No, I'm just thinking about like we were racing on that fucking banana track. Like,
No, the banana
you're not
track's
supposed.
shit, though.
Yeah, you're right. It is shit.
So the whole point I wanted to make by bringing it up is that this is probably not going to be a really good discussion about Super Monkey Ball 2. So I want to go ahead and get that out of the way so I don't feel bad talking about Porky's and talking about like all the other weird shit.
Well,
this is going to be like, I really think this is going to be the epitome of an other shit Monday, like stressing on other shit.
Well, really, Super Monkey Ball 2 is a mile deep and an inch wide. There's a lot of shit to do, but all of it's just kind of just like it's there a little bit.
It's another shit game.
Yeah.
Like that's on the package.
I could see where people would really enjoy this.
Oh, yeah.
But like, it's probably because they haven't played Mario Party.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Like that's okay.
I liked it though. I liked it well enough.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah.
You can find
You can
us
find
on
us
Stitcher
on
iTunes. While you're there, leave us a 5-star review.
Well, since we're talking about monkeys, I was trying to rack my brain
Barely.
about monkey stories because Meg was like, "When did you talk about monkeys?" Like, I don't have anything about monkeys. Well, the first time I went to a zoo. I've only been to a zoo twice in my entire life.
Twice?
Yep. Once because I mentioned that girl I went to see in Virginia.
Yeah.
And we went to that like rich Mormons zoo.
What?
That just guy in Virginia, he just is a rich Mormon dude. That's what they told me about him. Like he's just a really rich Mormon. Okay.
Who's they?
The people I went to, the girl and her family.
Okay. You're positive they weren't just fucking with you?
Pretty sure. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, there were like John Smith like posters everywhere. Like,
Okay.
but I don't know.
I mean, it seems like a pretty sweet
For
prank
it to
pull.
be a detail, like I guess he must be. I don't know.
Like in the morning when they were all getting ready, they're like, the dad's like, "Hey, you know what would be a good idea? Let's tell that Tyler kid that this is just a dude's backyard."
Tell Tyler that all the giraffes in the zoo think that the Holy Land is in Missouri like 200 years ago. Okay. But
Those giraffes know something we don't.
I remember going, and it was, I mean, for a private zoo, I mean, it must have cost like millions of dollars for him to have all this. I mean, he had like 2 or 3 lions, 2 or 3 tigers, giraffes, monkeys. I mean, but it wasn't like the other zoo I went to was the National Zoo in D.C. So it's not that.
I'd like to think they were all just in a shed.
Well, it was spread. It was weird because it looked like he went to Lowe's and just built a zoo. Everything's like 2x4s and fencing and then just exotic animals.
I can't imagine. 2x4s and lions don't fucking mix and don't belong in the same fucking sentence.
It looked like they were in where the lions were looked like a baseball backstop because it was just like fencing
chain
and that would
link.
come up. Yeah. And he had like a white tiger. That was nice. But I remember like walking through the zoo, like sort of being impressed, not being impressed. Like this girl just really enjoyed the zoo and like I was into her.
Right.
But she did something at this zoo that I remember like I'm a pretty sexual guy. It's hard to just turn me completely off.
Knowing that this
She
story
did it.
knowing that this story involves a monkey, I'm extremely concerned right now.
It's more the zoo than a monkey. But
She fucked a monkey, ladies and gentlemen.
and I was like, I thought I was gonna be into it, then I wasn't, and I was like, no.
It broke her heart because she asked beforehand, "Hey, you gonna be into this if I fuck this monkey?" And it was like, "Yeah."
Reddit said we probably shouldn't do this, but I think we could. Well, I think our relationship can withstand it. No, because we go around and they had like basically, you know, the quarter bubblegum dispensers all over the place, but they were full of just this generic animal food. So you could
like
feed all the animals. And like her sister,
Like the kibble stuff, like the dry kibble stuff.
yeah, exactly. But her sister keeps egging her on to like eat some of it. So like this stuff smelled awful. It was kibble, but she put a quarter in and just like ate a big fucking handful of it. And then I was just like, nope. Like I'm not going to kiss you for the rest of this trip. I'm not going to. And the thing is, like, she did it once and like her whole family starts laughing.
Yeah.
So then she keeps doing it.
Oh.
Every time we go to multiple places, she eats
That's
more
where
and
it
more
went
of this
wrong.
kibble.
Okay, so it's to me it sounds like less of an issue with being disgusted with her eating habits and more being disgusted with her sense of humor. Because it's like, come on,
I
you
can
already
see
you
that.
got your laugh. You got your laugh.
Right.
Move on. This isn't Tadpog. You're not Dave. You can't just go back to the same fucking joke the whole time. Like you gotta mix some shit up.
Yeah. So I mean, for the rest of that trip, all I would do is go down on her. Would not kiss her for the rest of the trip. That was it.
I was hoping that this story ended with like the owner of the private zoo, like in a monkey suit with like his dick out, like just a hole cut in there.
Feed us some kibble. Bring me the kibble mouth girl.
Got a real Planet of the Apes scenario. Here. What's up, Internet? I'm Dave. I'm your bespectacled host, and I'm going to tell the Germany story, which I think I'm pretty sure that I have offhandedly mentioned the Germany story on this podcast probably 2 years ago, because we're that old now, by the way. We've been doing this for 2 years. 2 years of our life.
Wow.
So anyway, I was in Germany for a work trip.
Wait, the Germany story takes place in Germany?
Believe it or not, the Germany story does take place in Germany.
A twist.
I was in Germany for a work trip, and I went with. I never really have talked about my job when I was in Lexington, which, man, I can't believe I haven't gone to that well, because that well is deep. There's a lot of stories. There are a lot of regretful recalls, like mainly just going to Lexington as a big regretful recall. But I worked with a whole bunch of older ladies. For the most part. I mean, not all older ladies. There were a couple of guys. There were some younger women. But for the most part, it was older ladies. And that's pretty much who came on this trip, was most of the older ladies. And they would, like, talk about things that I didn't even know about. Like the things that they would watch on television were just things that just never registered with me, because I mean, it wasn't like QVC and shit like that. It was just like, I mean, they were real television shows, but
Like
it was
Grey's
just
Anatomy or something? Like,
no, because I've heard of that, but they would talk about shit that I didn't know about. And it was like, okay, this must be like old lady television.
Petticoat Junction.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
were they their stories? Did they refer to them as their stories at any point?
No,
That's
see,
soap
they were like,
operas. That's like
here's the other
code
thing.
for soap
Like,
operas, right?
there's like old lady MTV, right? Because like that's the stuff that they were into, or like the like weird reality shows that like I'd never heard of ever. Were like they were really into like the real tawdry reality shows and shit like that. So, but it was really weird because they were all really conservative. Like every single one of them, super conservative. Like really conservative. Like I can't like express enough how conservative they were, and that's fine. I mean, that's not me.
Not
but
that there's anything wrong with that.
exactly. Not that there's anything wrong. It's not like they're eating kibble at a fucking Mormon's backyard.
You're closer to being a woman than you are being a conservative.
I think that's great. So I had to build it. I had to build that up that way because I saw some weird things in Germany. And I remember the first night we were there. We were not really in a hotel. I mean, it was a hotel, but it was more like a big house that was converted into a hotel because we were in a really small town in Germany called Meissen. In Meissen, they made porcelain, and we sold a lot of that porcelain in the shop in Lexington. And so we had an invite to go to the manufacturer, so we went. And they put us up in this mansion, essentially, that had been converted into a hotel. So it's all quaint. I say quaint, but it's like it's weird because it's really big and it's really nice, but it's Germany. So it's like they've got, you know, the lace shears in the windows and like stuff like that. I mean, it just looks it's nice, but it also kind of looks a little humble, right? And they have these televisions in them. They're nice flat screen televisions. They weren't too big or anything. And so the first night I'm in there, I'm like, man, I don't have anything to do tonight. There's really nowhere to go in Meissen once it gets dark. So I'm going to see what German television is all
no
about.
clubs in Meissen.
No, there were no clubs in Meissen. And if there were, I would not go. I mean, come on. You know me. So I turn on the television, and the very first thing when I turn it on, the screen goes from black to image. It's naked people strapped into giant plastic hamster balls, and they're being rolled down giant hills. And I called every one of those women and was like, you got to turn it to Channel 9 because you're not going to believe this shit. And I just thought of it because monkey ball is monkeys strapped into balls.
Well, they're not strapped in. They're just sort of.
In.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, you're right. They're not. But it's funnier. It's funnier to me if I imagine them forcing the balls against their will. the people on the Germans on the television show, they were definitely enjoying themselves.
They were into it.
And I hope I can find this somewhere online. I haven't looked for it, but like it is really kind of cool seeing like a naked woman's breasts.
You can stop there.
Do like really weird, like it's like almost hypnotizing when they're like upside down and then right side up again, and then it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
They're like, what do you call that ball that you always see people strapped into, and it's taking them in on the 3 different axes,
like on American Gladiators, or
no,
or like astronaut training.
Like astronaut training.
Yeah.
What is that called?
I don't know.
I've been in one of those.
The big balls.
I cannot
that
fucking
shove
remember
astronauts
it. Like I want to think it's like a gyro something, but I cannot remember.
Gyrosphere. Let's go with that.
Good.
That's what we call it.
Let's do that. Yeah, I can imagine a naked woman in one of those, like, being thrust in many different directions. I think that would be.
We definitely got the
An experiment in boob physics. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This is for science. Go ahead and get in there.
the men definitely got the better end of that deal because the boobs looked a lot cooler going down the hill in the giant plastic balls than the dicks did. Because all the dicks did were like they would just smack against the belly and then just like flap over an asshole like some kind of like stopgap. So that's all the dicks would do. And like I couldn't figure out.
Boobs can go in circles. Dicks like a lever just goes up and down.
Yeah, right. And it was like, I couldn't figure out if it was a game show or if it was some kind of like weird German scientific experiment. But either way, I mean, it was humorous and and slightly arousing. Not gonna lie.
Ever so slightly.
You've been desensitized to most pornography by then, so slightly arousing.
Yeah, this was like, trust me, this was like Showtime at 9:00 kind of arousing. You know what I mean? Not like
They kind of like, maybe I'll masturbate in like 2 hours, kind of arousing.
Yeah. This'll do in a pinch. What's up, John?
Oh, I'm here.
Got any kibble or Germany stories?
I don't think I've had a story yet. I don't think I'm breaking the streak tonight.
Okay, then I'm gonna. You need to explain yourself then. Tell me your history with Super Monkey Ball 2.
I used to play Super Monkey Ball 2 a lot at my buddy's apartment, which eventually became my apartment.
The meditation apartment.
Which was 666B. That's right. 666B, as in Bravo. Jameswood Drive. Right, Jameswood Drive. Here in good old Paducah, Kentucky.
Yes.
And it was host to my buddy Levi and his girlfriend lived there. And they had a spare bedroom. So they moved in my buddy Bill. So Bill lived there.
Bill is a monkey who lives in a ball, right?
Totally. Yeah.
And
absolutely.
we'd play with them.
So Bill lived there for a while. And then eventually Bill moved out, but still was a vital character. Like he was there a lot. Bill moved out and I moved in. And then at one point... Levi and Nikki moved out, and I kind of took over the apartment.
Right.
And then my buddy Will moved in, and then his girlfriend Amanda, and then you moved in.
Right. Nikki and I moved in.
Nikki, you moved in. So like of people that I have known, a pretty broad cross section of those people have lived at 666B Jameswood Drive in good old Forest Hills.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It felt really good to live in an apartment that was 666. Like I have never felt more badass in my life when I lived there and someone asked for my address. And like
666 Jameswood Drive.
Yeah. When I'm renewing my driver's license and it's like 666B Jameswood Drive. And they like kind of like everyone in Paducah kind of looks at you for a moment like, are you for real?
Right.
Like they really they numbered an apartment 666? Yeah, they did.
Well, I mean, it was originally like basically like a housing project that was put together for the people who are building the flood wall in Paducah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what it was mainly there for, like all of those workers. So it was built as like government housing, and I guess they couldn't, be like, well, 666 has religious significance, so let's skip that. They're just like, it's a fucking number. So
it felt really
there's a
metal.
666 A and B. And then it goes on to whatever the fuck is on the other side.
I always wish that
We're
I
at
could.
the almost very end.
I always wish that I could squirt blood out of my eyes after I gave my address. I thought that would be cool. But
Well, if
I
you
can't.
could just spin your head like 360.
I can't do that either. I really can't do any cool things. I mean, I'm doing this podcast, so
You lived at
proof.
666B.
666A is not where you want to live. B
No.
is fine.
No. A's pretty fucked up. There's some weird shit that goes on.
all kinds of human sacrifices and
Yeah. There's like bloody pentagrams on the floor.
yeah, we're the lazy 666.
Right, yeah.
So what the fuck does this have to
But
do with
anyway,
Monkey Ball?
it doesn't have a lot.
Besides your friend Bill.
That's where Monkey Ball went down. And yeah, mostly Bill would come over, and me, Nikki, Levi, and Bill would play the fuck out of some Monkey Ball. Mostly the Monkey Ball racing.
And see, that's when you came to us telling us
Yeah.
about Super Monkey Ball 2. We were under the impression that it was a racing game.
Well, that's mostly what I remembered was the racing.
It's not a racing game.
No, it's all about just a whole bunch of fucking mini games. Yeah, a lot of different ones.
Except for the single player. Because, like,
No, the single player is just pretty much.
did you ever play Marble Madness? Either of you guys?
I did not.
I've seen you
but
play
I know
it,
what you're
that's
talking. Yeah, I know what you're
The
talking
single
about.
player is essentially 3D Marble Madness. Except
Yeah, it's like-
you're a monkey in a ball, not a marble.
It's a labyrinth. It's like Labyrinth,
Yeah.
where you like that game, except in a virtual world, because you're moving the environment, not the ball. Which I
Really,
thought
this
was-
game the main mode in this game reminded me of like it's a really fancy version of one of those games where it's like it's like one of those super cheap games you might get out of like a gumball machine where like you press a button and it shoots those rings up and you have to in the water and the rings have to land on pegs. It reminded,
I vaguely know. It sounds like a
Yeah.
carnival game.
yeah, it's something like I remember. I always had weird, like they're incredibly difficult. Remember, I had all sorts of them where it's just like just a little handheld thing where you just press a button, it just shoots these rings into the water in this game, and you have to land them on pegs, and then you just hit the air over and over again, and you pretty much can't do it. It's basically impossible to get them all on because once one settles, you miss one, you have to press the air again, and all the ones you already got on the pegs then remove
Blow off
themselves
the
from the
pegs.
pegs. So it's just
I
like a
think I
super.
remember what you're talking about.
It reminded me of that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. They're like they were the little things that were like in what looked like Chessex dice cubes,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember kind of what I was referencing earlier? Just it was like a wooden box.
Labyrinth with
Yeah,
that had
yeah.
like
Oh,
that had like
yeah,
the wheels.
yeah,
on the
yeah.
There's like a
side.
ball bearing
Yeah.
in there, and you would turn the knobs, and one knob turned one axis, and the other knob turned the other.
Yeah,
'Cause they
this
had
game's a
springs
really
attached.
expensive version of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I used
So-
to, and I think that might be part of the reason that I really liked this game, especially back then, is because I had one of those games when I was growing up, and
I
I
did too.
fucking loved it. Like I would play, just getting those, just okay, ease it. All right, there we go, right into that spot. And I mean, spend hours fucking playing that.
I
game.
think that
And that's now why you're a very generous lover.
I am a very generous lover.
I think that's a single child toy.
You may be right there. It was definitely intended for one fucking person because it would be awful for another person to have to sit there and watch you. Play that game.
Oh, and that thing would be like broken in a moment.
Instantly,
Someone like tried to take it out of your hands. Because I had one too, and I was a single child for the longest time. And then I finally got married, and I was a married child.
Yeah, I can say we all fall into that category. But yeah, the main story in this game, I don't like it. I don't think it's very fun.
I mean, it's pretty. It's pretty bananas.
I don't like it. BANANAS. The shit is bananas.
Tell us about the story, Tyler, because I think you actually know the most about the story.
Because there's a evil scientist baboon. I forget his name.
I think it's Professor. Is it Professor or Doctor?
I think it's Doctor.
Dr. Badboon.
Badboon. There you go. Dr. Badboon.
Dr. Badboon.
And he steals.
I mean, it sounds plausible.
He steals all the bananas from all the monkeys in Monkey Ball Island, and then they all have to go get the bananas.
Yeah, they're dole bananas. Of course,
They're
they
dole
gotta go get
bananas.
'em.
It's true. They know this magic spell called like Iki 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 Poo that 4 of them can say, and it puts them in these spheres to go through all of Dr. Badboon's challenges to get the bananas back.
Are they Autolukes or just regular monkey spheres?
I mean, it can move, so I don't think it's magnetic though, like Autolukes can be.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a special monkey race only power.
Okay.
But I think what makes this game shine is the mini games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And what sucks about the mini games is that you have to unlock them playing the infuriating single player mode. Because the single player mode gives you coins that you then need to go to the multiplayer mode and buy mini games with. That kind of sucks. But John and I found a workaround. I'm pretty proud about that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
All you need is the amount of money to unlock one mini game.
And then you can effectively play them all by just resetting the console.
Reset before you save, and then go back and buy another one.
No, it's pretty brilliant.
But it does suck that like a game that's like its strongest point is the multiplayer. Like you have to unlock.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if you were just playing it single player, you can play the mini games as just single player against computer opponents, and they're still going to be probably as much fun, if not more fun, than the single player or than the actual game itself.
Yeah, the local multiplayer is like that.
I didn't think it was that bad.
No, it's great. No, it's the best thing about this game.
Oh,
It is
I'm sorry.
It
The
is
local
the
multiplayer,
only thing that makes this game fun.
I thought you were talking about the main mode. I don't think the main mode is that bad.
Oh no,
I
the main
think
mode's horrible. No, it's just horrible.
We both got frustrated pretty hardcore pretty early on.
Yeah. No, the main mode is just bad.
Well, and I think that may be something else that comes from my particular experience. Most of the time, even playing the main mode, it was spent with multiple people. So it would just get passed around until, oh man, fuck this course.
One person
Somebody
rage
else would
quit,
take it
right?
over, and then they would run through.
That's what we did here, and it was miserable. It was miserable, right? I mean, like I'm not making that up. We were just kind of like
drinking a lot.
It was okay until we got to the underwater zone, like the third world, and then every course there was super frustrating.
But
And, like-
once you unlock the mini games, though,
Yeah.
there's just no reason to go back and play the original, except to keep unlocking,
which is what makes the single player mode so frustrating because it's like, oh well, fuck, we want to unlock dog fighting, but now I got to go play fucking underwater labyrinth. Great. Unless you are dishonest like we were,
Right.
and cheat with our monkey bugs.
Oh, well, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you?
I mean, I'm glad a lot of it was already unlocked for us because I bought that GameCube, the memory card, the game, all of it came from a yard sale just randomly.
This is
so
a
half of it was
GameCube.
unlocked.
This is a GameCube game,
It's a
by the
GameCube
way.
game. This is the first one we've done, a GameCube game.
We normally do a Dave reads from Wikipedia. We can do that if you want.
I would really like for you to do that.
Would you?
It's-
You guys
yeah.
talk while I go get my iPad.
Oh, no problem. I don't know. I really enjoyed like the racing the tennis.
Is the
Again,
race that would seem to be the thing that you took the most?
That's
That's
what
the
I
thing you
remembered
talked about with the most nostalgia.
And like the track in particular that I remember the most, we did not play. We only played the banana racing.
yeah, we only played one stage. We were like, let's play another mini game.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I mean, I understand why you might get that impression. That track is kind of shitty.
Well, I
But
mean, a
there
track should
are-
be somewhat circular as opposed to being shaped like a banana, and then just around the stem part, you just get fucked every single time. Every single time I tried to go around that curve in the stem, I fell off.
Like there are a couple of tracks that I remember, like that I know, and they may be tracks from Super Monkey Ball, the original, because they did have that as well, and I did play that as well, but I don't remember it as well as Super Monkey Ball 2. But we played a shitload of the racing and a shitload of the tennis. And the
tennis,
monkey,
the
she was at Monkey Target, the one where you glide.
Oh, like the
gliding
Pilot
in
Wing
the-
sim.
Yeah, the pilot.
Yeah.
And see, I don't know because I never played Pilot Wings. When you
don't
guys
have
were
to.
like, "Hey, this is like Pilot Wings," I was okay. All right. I assume you have engines in Pilot Wings.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
Okay.
you do.
Oh.
Sometimes you don't. Depends on what kind of vehicle you're in. Because there are
Okay.
gliders.
There
in
are
Pilot
gliders. All right.
And
Well, that had to be
jetpacks.
very much like the Monkey Ball Target or whatever.
It is. Yeah, it is. And I kind of feel like a lot of the mini games were really reminiscent of Nintendo games. Like, because Tyler,
Yeah.
you had mentioned that there's a dog fighting mini game where you have your ball, the monkey's in the ball, but the ball, imagine the ball's like a Pokeball, right? There's a red side and a white side. And imagine there's a hinge on the Pokeball that allows it to open. So you have a red side that's a wing and a white side that's a wing. And then you got a big gun that your monkey is holding. And you use the ball wings to fly around, and you use the gun to shoot down other monkeys who have figured out how to make their balls fly.
Makes perfect sense.
It does. And that is a lot like, according to Tyler, Star Fox 64.
Like the dog fights, they must have just like taken it from the N64 to the GameCube and just used that same design to do this because it's just like the dog fights in Star Fox 64.
I thought it was fun.
Oh, it was fun.
And honestly, it kind of, when you said that, Tyler, it made me go, I want to check out Star Fox 64
Star Fox
because
64 is so good.
it sounds like a good game. And if it has dogfighting in it, which I didn't know, that sounds like they probably might have done it better than Super Monkey Ball 2. I don't know.
No way.
We'll see.
Do you hear that, Tyler?
I do, Dave.
It's the Dave really wants to read this Wikipedia article.
Okay,
Train.
it's good.
Mainly because there's some interesting facts about this game. The main one being is we haven't mentioned that it was published by Sega.
Oh,
Which kind of explains some of the parts of this game reminded me. I mean, it wasn't developed by Sega, but it's just interesting because parts of this game reminded me of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on Genesis because there's a lot of grassy checkerboard fields in this game. And that always reminds me of Sonic. Always. Or Kirby's Dream Course, which of course we loved. But okay, here we go. Okay, guys. Super Monkey Ball 2 is the second installment in the Super Monkey Ball series developed by Amusement Vision, which was released on the Nintendo GameCube. It is the first installment to have a storyline and to be released solely on a home console. That's it. That's it. They talk about the levels. It came out in 2002 on the GameCube. Genre listed as party, which I think is a very good, acceptable genre for this game.
yeah. So that'll be a new show notes tag. Party.
Party. That gives us an excuse to do
You guys have
WarioWare.
done a Mario. I thought you guys had done a Mario. I'm thinking of Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's party, right?
It's.
I would call it a fighter.
I would call it a
more.
fighter too,
Yeah.
but I could see it's a good game to have at a party.
Okay.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah, I think you could argue that It's a party game.
I've only played it one time. That was at Ramon's house, and it was with a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
So, I just think of it as a party game because I've never played it any other way.
I think that's fair. I'd say fighter first and party game second.
But what did I think? I don't know. I know what I enjoyed the most about Super Monkey Ball 2, which is the tennis. Like we had a great fucking time playing
tennis is
doubles
fun.
tennis.
Yeah, because all four of us got to play. The fourth person being Meg, who isn't recording with us, unfortunately. I mean, she and I were on a team, and we fucking smoked you guys. Let's face it.
I don't know if I would go so far.
We won by a pretty
That's the same.
good margin. I think we won, pretty soundly.
I was playing a baby monkey.
Right, that's your
It wasn't
excuse.
fair. It
That's
wasn't
your
fair. I mean,
excuse.
you guys were adult monkeys, and I was a baby
Right.
monkey.
We haven't talked about the characters.
Because
John,
they're-
you got the sourest look. You have to come on. You have to admit. You have to
All
admit
right,
that
all
Meg and
right.
I were a pretty good team. They
Yeah.
just far outmatched you and Tyler. You're really having a hard time with this. I love it.
But like where I wanted,
I thought we did all right. I thought we did okay.
You had one serve.
One.
And then once we figured out that one serve, that was just game over. Yeah, you had the serve where you went all the way to the right, and then you hit the ball all the
Yeah.
way into the left square, and then we would return it, and then they would come straight back.
I had a few good rallies up at the net.
Yeah, but that's when you're at the net, you're not serving.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying I was not completely one-dimensional.
No, just when you served.
Well, thanks. Thanks. I got a lot of fucking aces out of that. Thank you.
Until we figured it out.
Until you figured it out. I aced Meg several times.
She's not here to defend herself.
Exactly. That's why I'm taking advantage of that.
That's my doubles partner you're talking about.
but while I give all the credit to tennis being fun, I also feel like it's kind of easy to make tennis games fun because I feel like by nature a video game
tennis is awesome.
is just like it's just fun. It lends itself really naturally to being a video game.
I can
So-
I can anecdotally say that you are 100% correct.
Yeah.
Lord Dennis and I went to a place in Edwardsville called Uncle Monkey's where we drank beer, ate sandwiches, and they have a whole bunch of arcade cabinets set up. One of those being Pong. And we actually played Pong on a goof. We were like, oh, Pong. And then we got into it. and it was like, oh, it's fucking
You put
on.
that spin on it.
Yeah. He won. He won, which I'm not ashamed to say. Well fought. He won just by one game.
Oh,
But
I believe it.
But we were there. I spent 75 cents American on Pong.
Spent 75 rupees. It was a very unique Pong machine that exclusively took rupees.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, I rented from, I think it was Movie Hut or some shit. There was the one in Paducah. And yeah, that
Which
would be
Tyler's
the one.
parents would rarely take him to.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was on the south side. That decrepit.
Well, still, it's like a 10-minute drive. My parents acted like it was just like the Trail of Tears to get to the fucking movie hut.
I rented the original NES tennis from the Movie Hut on probably 2 or 3 different occasions.
Cheers.
Oh man, I was all about that game.
That's a good
That was
game.
fun.
You remember the original golf for NES?
I never played the original golf. I only
Also a
played the
good
original tennis, and I played 10-yard fight, which I think was the first football game on
on the NES. Yeah, I'm not
Tecmo
sure.
Bowl came later.
Right,
Tecmo
right.
Bowl was far more refined. The
Yeah.
10-yard fight was, but 10-yard fight was probably more fun.
Golf is also a mini game in Super Monkey Ball 2.
Oh,
It is.
Man,
Yeah,
fucking mini
Tyler
game.
didn't enjoy that.
Tennis. Well, did anyone enjoy that?
No, it was
I mean, tennis. Here's what's weird. Tennis is pretty much. I agree. It was one of the best mini games that we played, but it's pretty much just straight up tennis. Like they don't really put a whole spin on it. The only real spin is you're a monkey in a ball.
Yeah, that's true. There's not a lot of variation from the original.
And somehow
Yeah.
your racket is
Right.
able to hit the balls while you're inside the
Yeah.
ball. But that's neither here nor there. Golf is even more ridiculous.
If only Bad Boone knew that tennis rackets could penetrate the sphere.
That's true.
It would have been
Fucking
all
owned
over for them very beginning. So yeah, golf, please continue.
because I mean, it's no like Mario Golf. You know, it doesn't have a ton of depth to it.
I
You
never
just kind of
played Mario
have to. It's down there too. I got that on a lark at it. So
Let's do it.
But you basically have to just hit 2 gauges at once. It doesn't explain anything about the clubs.
Right.
It kind of gives you different ranges, and the ranges still aren't super accurate. You're either super close in the rough or just way fucking out of bounds, and you're gonna once you get 5 over par, it automatically just like nope, you're done.
Right. They mercy kill you.
So most of the time we died by mercy on almost every hole.
I think everything that you've said so far is honestly pretty standard to a golf game, especially in this era, in the GameCube era. But what's not regular at all about this are the courses. The courses
Oh
are
god, the fucking
like
course design.
MC Escher fever dream.
Yeah.
Because it is just you like trying to hit the ball from one floating island to another floating island.
Yeah. With
And
holes in the middle,
Oh.
so it just like it'll randomly fall out of bounds.
Yeah.
Like, and you have no way of controlling like even where like you think it's gonna land. Like in a lot of other golf games, I remember like when I first got my first compact Presario, it came with like a golf game. You could at least like had like a pointer
Right.
where you could
Link's
gauge
386?
where you're trying to game.
Was it Link's 386?
It could be. I don't know. I don't remember.
Man, there were so many. Because there were so many damn golf games,
Yeah.
like that were just like one was just a rip off of the other. One was like a copy of a copy of a copy.
I loved Link's 386. That was my golf game on my fucking Packard Bell 486 SX 25.
There's a lot of numbers and letters.
It
I'm
sounds
with
like
you.
a German sports coupe.
Oh, it is not. It is the furthest thing from a
Yep.
German sports coupe.
That's right, because you know what
It's the
25 SX means.
it's the equivalent of a fucking 74 Pinto.
yeah, that
If
sounds
they
about
even made them
right. I
then.
think it was 71.
Yeah.
The thing is, like
I had one
your
too.
monkey ball is the golf ball.
Yeah,
and
right.
And within the ball, you have the club, and you're hitting yourself
Yeah, that was kind of
Right.
fucked up.
inside
That
the
was-
club or inside the ball from outside. It's I don't know.
Come on, monkey ball physics. Am I right? No, it's fucking weird.
It's bad.
It's like Kirby's Dream Course, but like a lot worse.
Yeah, that's true. I think golf was pretty terrible. The bowling was okay.
Yeah.
It's
think-
no Wii bowling, but the bowling's okay.
I think if you would have played the bowling like with just the standard.
We played the weird bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
You guys
weird
played
bowling was
the bowling
weird.
where the lane is all shifty and moving around. Like just the standard bowling is fun because you can actually aim and
Put
there-
spin on the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And kind of try to bring it in at just that right angle where you get a strike. And of
Yeah.
course it's not like every time, but you can that got pretty competitive. I remember
Yep.
the bowling and the tennis.
Oh, the tennis.
The bowling, the tennis, and the racing all got really competitive back at the old apartment.
Okay, well, I was about to say because
Yeah.
the racing did not get competitive here.
Yeah,
No.
because
care
I
about
didn't.
that.
I didn't care about it.
Kind of the same way for the pool. I feel like
Yeah.
pool is a fun game to play in real life.
Yeah.
But I don't feel it ever lends itself really well to a video game because it's too straightforward.
Well, yeah, because you can see the angles, right? They always have that dotted line where
Yeah.
it's like if you hit the ball here, it'll bounce here. You're not doing that geometry in your head. It's all kind of
And like I guess tennis is also straightforward, but I guess because it's so active that it's good.
Yeah.
But then pool is straightforward, but it's so slow that it doesn't translate very well.
Yeah, because in pool, it's one person at a time. But
Yeah.
when we were playing tennis, it was like we were all engaged and it was super fast paced, like you said. And it was really competitive, like you said.
Well, so you guys had the dog fights. What else was there?
There was, talking about the
Well, there was the
racing.
pilot wing sim where you're basically you're on the
glider.
hang
Yeah.
glider and you have to drop into various zones.
Yeah,
I mean
I-
that was okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really dig that. You start out at the top of this. There's like basically a slide for you to go down. It's really wide. It's wide enough for all of you to go down at once, whether there be up to 4 players. And like you go down this thing and you gain a ridiculous amount of speed. You hit a big slope at the end, you pop off of it, and you hurtle into the air, and you gain more velocity depending on when you hit the button to pop your ball open and get your
On that pokey hinge.
yeah, on that
Trademark.
poke hinge. So like you bust your wings open, and then you have a certain amount of speed, and there's a lot of variables because you've got your which way the wind is blowing,
Right.
and whether or not, like, if you try to climb, you'll slow down. If you start to stall, you can like push down. And you'll actually pick up some speed, but you got to try to
Pull back
level
up,
it out.
right.
Yeah, you got to level it out and keep that speed. And then you'll have like several different targets. Well, sometimes you would have several different targets. Sometimes you just have one. And where you landed on that target determined what your score was for that round. And then I think it's at the end of 3 rounds or something that was totaled up, and whoever had the highest score would win.
And you were good at that one. I was not good at that one because I landed in the ocean pretty much every time.
Yeah, well, it took me a while too to like reacclimate to that game because I was like, oh yeah, like it clicked at one point, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I remember how to do this.
Tyler, you were good at
Yeah,
it. Like,
he was
from
Yeah,
the
good
beginning.
right out of the gate.
It didn't even make sense that I was, but
Yeah, you were good at it.
I don't know why.
I was not good at it, and honestly, I thought it was kind of fun. Like, I mean, I thought that was a fun mini game because that was one I feel like I could sit there and probably play for a couple hours
Oh, yeah.
with you guys. There was also, I can't believe I forgot about this mini game, and I might have forgotten it because it was the first one that we did, but I thought it was really fun. I can't remember what it was called, but it was just essentially the battle mode.
Oh yeah,
We're all in this arena, and we have like these punch gloves, right? That like on the springs, and we're just trying to Smash Brothers
It was
style,
boxing.
like knock.
It was called boxing.
Was it called boxing?
Yeah.
We're trying to knock the other person off of the ring.
And you could get power ups. Man, Tyler was epic at that mini game.
That was fun. I forgot we played that one too.
That one
was
got
fun.
pretty competitive too, but
Yeah.
like in a much more lighthearted way than tennis did. Because I'm not even gonna lie, like I got serious into the tennis. Like we invested so much time in that one game where it was like we're not losing this. Like I was just thinking, we just can't. Like the stakes were so high, but like with boxing, it was kind of like, oh, well, here's a round. Oh, you won. Okay. Oh, here's a round. Okay, I won. Great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that
That was
mode
good.
too.
So overall, this game, like, I think it's a C.
I see. I don't want to give it a letter grade, but what I do want to say is, if you see it at a yard sale and you have 3 friends, buy it.
Yep. Can't recommend that enough. If you come across it in the wild, pick it up. Pick it up.
I wouldn't seek it out on Amazon. I'm not even going to ask you how much this game is on Amazon. I'm just not going to do it.
I think if you go to yardsale.com, I think it's like $250.
I think that's eBay. Is there a yardsale.com? Now I'm curious.
I hope so.
Man, you know the guy who bought that domain is so mad when eBay popped up.
Oh shit. Do you guys have any achievements
No.
or anything else you
I
want to
wish
say
I-
about Super Monkey
I
Ball
wish I would
2?
have thought about that for a little
No, I
while
didn't.
because, like, I feel like just it being called Monkey Ball, Super Monkey Ball 2, opens a lot of doors in the achievement world. But yeah, I don't have any.
Do you have any achievements?
I've
Tyler?
got 3.
All right, what do you got?
My first one is Andre Apicacy.
Oh, okay. That's a play on
You unlock that by winning a one-on-one match against the computer
in tennis.
in tennis. Sorry,
In boxing?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You remember Andre Agassi's boxing career? The next one is Monkey Soda Fats. You unlock that by winning a one-on-one game against the computer in pool.
Okay.
And the last one is Walter Ray Champions, which is winning a one-on-one match against the computer in bowling.
Okay.
Very nice.
I didn't get those last 2, but that's okay. I'm also not a real sports ball guy.
I had to look up the last one, the bowling, because I had to Google famous bowlers. So Walter Ray Williams is apparently a very famous bowler.
There are those?
I
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know? Like, did you know that was a person?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
He knew Minnesota Fats though.
Yeah,
I saw
dude,
that light go off in his
I
head.
didn't know Minnesota Fats.
I just laughed because it
just-
sounded silly.
I just know that like I do enjoy bowling, like actual, RL bowling.
Oh, yeah.
And
See, I can't. I'm at a natural disadvantage in bowling.
What do you
why
mean?
is that?
I'm left-handed.
Is that a disadvantage?
It is a
That is
natural
not-
is a natural disadvantage that it's more difficult to bowl if you're left-handed.
Why is that?
I remember
There is
I remember being
zero
frustrated. Like no matter how much I
everything-
practice, I was just bad at it. I remember looking it
Everything
up.
about that game. Nothing would give you a disadvantage for being left-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Now I could see like if you had like a particular eye dominance, maybe, but it is completely symmetrical.
Because I am everything left dominant, like strongly.
Okay, nah, man, I think no.
I remember reading it somewhere. If I can put it in the show notes, I'll put it in the show notes.
Cannot, yeah, please do. I cannot imagine how just being left-handed would make you naturally. And maybe somebody will like call in. Maybe somebody call in and be
Tony.
like, "Well, this is why Tyler is shitty at bowling."
Tony, let us know, why is Tyler shitty at bowling?
Like if I want to do anything in bowling, I have to like granny style, like straddle the lane and slowly try to roll the ball up the middle.
No.
That's how I have to.
that's
Or the
just-
bumpers. Either way, I'm good. I'm
That's
good.
just
then.
straight up being bad at bowling, bro. That's not good. I'm not good at basketball, but it's like,
You can't blame that on being
I,
right.
remember, I have a bowling ball somewhere.
Awesome.
Like my dad bought me a bowling
need to
ball.
go.
We used to go all the
Yeah,
time, like
we do
after
need to
church
go.
and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we do.
I used to
TADPOG
practice all the
Invitational.
time, and it's so bad.
Honestly, this will sound silly, but I bet Nikki could teach you how to bowl pretty well.
Okay.
Because she taught me how to bowl.
Yeah.
And we had this whole like Obi-Wan Darth Vader thing where like she taught me how to bowl, and then the next game I beat her.
I also
Did
wonder.
you say it?
No, I didn't say it. I didn't make any Star Wars reference, and the sad truth is I didn't make the reference because I knew that she wouldn't get the reference. So it would have just been like, oh, now you're just saying weird things.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna sound really weird and crazy, but
I'm bad at bowling because I'm left-handed.
well, this is crazier. I feel like my arms are like fucked up because. Like if you think of like a person walking,
You do have
and they're-
T-Rex arms.
That's true. I do have very short arms.
What?
But no, I do. I have short arms. Yeah.
Really?
And Meg has,
No, I was just
and
trying to
Meg
be
has super
funny.
long arms. So Ken is gonna have like normal arms.
I haven't noticed this about either of
Meg
you.
and I
No,
stand up,
I haven't
wingspan
either.
side to side, and like my hands will like my fingers will touch her wrists. Like,
Are you serious?
Yeah. Also, like my arms. Like when you think of somebody walking, you think of their arms, at their sides.
Yeah.
But see, my natural position is my palms face behind me. Whenever I like my natural relaxed position.
So you run like
arms face behind
you run
me.
like a Ninja Turtle.
Or like,
or Naruto. Yeah.
or like
yeah.
Beetle Bailey or something like.
yeah. So like
You're
anytime
more aerodynamic.
it's uncomfortable for me to position my arms like the way with my thumbs pointing in front of me. So like anytime like I golf or bowl, it's physically uncomfortable for my arms.
Oh no, bowling,
gotcha.
like getting that right sort of form down is awkward as fuck and unnatural for anybody. Like it feels weird when you get it right. It feels weird.
Yeah.
Like
Like the rope in gym class.
yes,
Weird.
yeah.
Like
There are
like
now
the first
there are
time.
now two places I want to take you, Tyler. I want to take you to the shooting range and the bowling alley.
It's more like the first time someone put it in your butt.
Oh,
It feels weird.
it is
yeah.
weird. When you get it in
you've
there
had that
right,
happen
it
before,
feels
right?
weird. It is unnatural as fuck.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with
Not
that.
that there's anything. Yeah.
I don't have any achievements. I'm not even going to make them up. So there we go. My achievement is you have this game, and you get it when you have this game.
I got that one.
You do.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Do you want to answer some questions?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
got a very important question for you. If you were to give this game a beard, what kind of beard would you give it? What kind of C grade beard would you give this game?
Are you familiar with Planet of the Apes?
I am familiar with Planet of the
You
Apes.
familiar with the new Planet of the Apes?
Kind of. I've seen the first new Planet of the Apes. I've not seen the second new Planet of the Apes.
I give it Caesar's monkey beard.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's fitting. I like it. Okay. You're not going to give it some, you're not going to give it was it James Franco? You're not going to give some James Franco stubble?
I thought about that.
It's
I was like,
better than
James
that.
Franco
It's
doesn't have
better than that. That's some D-grade facial hair right there.
Yeah. That's fair. I kind of wish he had a mustache in that movie. Just saying
like
that.
James Franco, but that's
That's a whole nother nut.
He was funny in the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was funny in Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
But he was fucking hilarious in 27 Hours.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about what you were talking about there.
Somebody out there was like, ha.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, what kind of glasses do you think you would give it?
Dave, are you still familiar with Planet of the Apes?
Let me. Yeah.
The original Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. Much more familiar with that one than I am the new one.
And they give it the glasses of Dr. Zaius.
Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius. I'm sorry, it had to be done for Phil. It had to be done for Phil Hawkins. Phil Hawkins, that was for you and no one else on the internet.
Man, that's good.
Anybody call us?
Maybe. No, I'm being coy. Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah. Coy Dave. The rarest of the Dave action figures.
Dave's had a few beers tonight. All right. First call. Unless I play this on the All Call Show tribute to Josh Nance and forgot to unstar it.
Okay.
Google says unable to transcribe this message. So here we go.
Motherfucking TADPOG!
Thank you. Best call ever.
Was that Fish Lips J or his doppelganger? Was it Cody?
See, I thought it sounded like St. Zach.
Oh, was it?
I don't know. It wasn't St. Zach, I don't think. I think 651 is either Fish Lips J or his doppelganger.
Good Zach impression.
Maybe.
I hope that like motherfucking Tadpog becomes how every call into the Tadpog hotline starts out. I love it. It cracks me up. Every time I hear fucking Fish Lips J, motherfucking Tadpog.
Hey, check it out.
He's got style about it.
This next call is from the same number. They might say their name, and then the mystery will be solved.
Motherfucking Tadpog. Cody here. I called you a little bit earlier, but I forgot my question, but I got it now. I got it down. Would you rather?
Oh, shit.
Would you rather fuck a goat and no one know about it, or not fuck a goat, but everybody thinks you fuck a goat and you can't sway their opinion?
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave you at that. See ya. All call-in show.
Thanks, Cody. Man, I wonder how Exalted Lord Mike feels about you moving in on his territory.
Yeah, that's battle.
Well, especially because you gave a really good would you rather, I feel like. This is on par with one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses.
I don't know. It's pretty fucking good, though. It's pretty fucking
Guess what?
good.
Fuck a goat or fuck a goat and
nobody
no one
knows about it, or have everybody think you fucked a goat.
So we say it on the count of 3, right?
Yeah.
Because we all know what the answer to this is. There's one right answer to this. All right. So the count of 3 and then say it. 1, 2, 3. You gotta fuck the goat.
Yeah.
You gotta fuck that goat.
I think we might have all already done that. We've all already made that choice at one point in our
live in
lives.
Kentucky. I mean, it kind of goes without saying, you know.
So yeah, okay.
It's like Kentucky
Everybody in
and
Kentucky
Scotland.
has their fucking goat.
Thanks for calling. Next call looks like it's also from Cody. Cody, are we the only phone number in your phone?
I hope so.
He just has a blue phone with one button on it, and he just slaps it, and it rings
It's the
our number.
Tadpog emblem.
All right, here we go.
Motherfucking Tadpog. Cody again. Just want to say, I think it'd be sweet if you did a D&D session on one of the Tadpog episodes. I mean, it is a really old game.
Mm-hmm.
I had another thing. Yes, that's right. I almost fucking forgot. I have a fuck, marry, kill. It's going to be a little unorthodox, a little weird. Just came up I was eating some food, and I thought, fuck, marry, kill. The king from Burger King, Ronald McDonald, or that fucking weird thing from Jack in the Box, whether his name is Jack.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, he looks fucking creepy. But, have at it.
Man, there's just no good answer to that.
Oh, and this is a great question. Cody is bringing it. Cody is bringing it strong. I'm glad he's got the Tadpog phone. First of all, Tyler,
like-
you've mentioned in the past doing a D&D show.
Yep. So Cody, that is in the works.
It's gonna happen,
In
and
the
it's
works.
gonna be like take the Zork episode, which I think was really good, and then make it like at least twice as good. I think
Or a
that's
jumbled
what's
mess
gonna
where we're all talking over each other and it's just crazy with noises and dice rolling.
Man,
be just as good.
I really liked the Zork episode.
Yeah, I think the Zork episode was pretty strong.
No, it was fun.
If you're listening out there and you haven't heard the Zork episode, check out the Zork episode.
Yeah, you should download that.
Yeah.
I got mine.
Okay.
I don't like Ronald McDonald. I'm fucking killing Ronald McDonald right off the bat.
Can you explain why?
If I'm in a room with like Hitler, Stalin, and Ronald McDonald, and I have 2 bullets, I'm shooting Ronald McDonald twice. Yeah,
that's
office goof.
That's some deep-seated hate there.
No, I don't like. I've never liked Ronald McDonald. I always thought he was creepy. So I'm not.
Oh, well,
I'm
he's
not. I'm
creepy.
not. I can't marry him or fuck him. So
Okay.
nope.
Okay.
There you go, then.
I feel like Jack from Jack in the Box is androgynous enough that he can just kind of be whatever you want him. So I'm gonna fuck Jack.
Interesting. Okay.
And then you're royalty if you marry the king. So gotta marry the king.
Okay. This is all solid logic. I mean, as solid as it's going to get in fast food royalty. Jon Turley of NBA James fame.
Man, it's tough to argue with any of that.
Unless you're into clown fucking, then it changes everything.
Yeah.
Not really, no.
What?
No, John, we already answered the question. He's more the goat fucking kind. So
That's right.
Not the
yeah.
clown fucker.
Yeah.
666A was the clown fucking. 666B
Was
goat
the
fucking.
goat
That's right.
fucking. Yeah, I think
Okay.
we've established this. I don't really know a lot about the Jack in the Box.
He has a big beach ball head
Okay.
with like a cone nose. Like
He
he
looks like Mr. Tasty from Pete and Pete.
Yeah. Are you familiar?
No.
Can you imagine a summertime snowman?
Okay.
And it's just the head put on a man's body. And he kind of has an upside down ice cream cone hat.
When you had summertime snowman, I thought round and curvy. Yeah, I can work that out.
No, pretty much man's body, I think. Like the only snowman part is would be like the head.
I guess I will have to go with pretty much Tyler's response.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Ronald McDonald is pretty fucking creepy. I don't think
Yeah.
I find him quite as creepy as Tyler might, but pretty fucking weird.
Although I do think they're like the Tumblr of like
The whole-
girls doing sexual things to make Ronald McDonald statues. It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It is
well,
pretty
those are funny. Yeah, those are funny just because of it's like, they didn't even think about the way they made those statues and how easily they would lend themselves to girls doing perverted things to them.
Okay. I think I have mine. I'm going to fuck Ronald McDonald. And, oh, yeah. And I'll give you a lot of reasons, okay? You ready?
I'm not surprised that you have a lot of reasons.
Ronald McDonald is a redhead. So I know he is down to fuck because redheads have a stronger sex drive than anyone else.
Factual.
So I know Ronald McDonald's down to fuck, and he's probably going to be good at it. And he's also on all those benches sitting there just waiting for any partner. Any partner. So he is down for fucking everything you can think of. Ronald McDonald is down for it. Okay?
Every day, first post on Craigslist is Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald. Misconnection. You sitting on bench, striped shoes. No. Okay, so then I got a really hard question about, do I marry the Burger King or a Jack in the Box? I think this is where I kind of deviate back to what Tyler was saying. You're right. You got to marry into royalty. But also, those commercials with the king are like the best fucking Burger King commercials. Like, those are the best commercials that they ever did. Plus,
Yeah, absolutely.
if I marry the Burger King, he's going to let me in the kids club for free. Probably for life.
Probably.
Until death do us part, I'm going to be a member of the kids club.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately means that I have to murder Jack, which I think he kind of has coming for giving everybody salmonella.
Yeah, I remember that, man.
So, sorry, Jack. Although I do like your tacos that Tyler has described as a sideways hamburger, which is accurate.
I kind of, after hearing that, it kind of made me want to try a Jack in the Box taco.
You should. You should try one.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You don't like it, and you're out like $1, however much. And if you don't like it, I'll finish it.
And they
We'll
make
go
a profit of 85 cents. So there you go.
And then you just roll that salmonella dice, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Wait, I think that was.
And it might have
I
been
don't think you have to throw an allegedly in front of that.
I think I
it was,
do
like,
because it might have
legit.
been E. coli.
Yeah. Okay.
We got another call.
Yeah.
This is from a 615, but a different number. So it may be
Oh, prepare yourself.
it may be Fish Lips J trying to catch up on this Cody heavy episode, just dominating the field. Where you at, Fish Lips J?
Hey, TADPOG, it's Paul Korn again.
Paul Korn.
My question this time, if you could have one video game that you were the undisputed champion of, like just magically you are better than everyone in the world at this game, what would it be? For me, it's always going to be Dance Dance Revolution. I put in a lot of time with that game. I love that game. I wish I could just be one of those guys that seems to move like a blur on some of those things. So that would be me. But, just since that was a quick little thing, kill, fuck, or marry. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Reptile from Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Apologies if your guest host happens to be colorblind. I know that would make it difficult. But anyway, all right. I'll talk to you again sometime later. All right, bye.
Fish Lips J, where you at? Archivist Korn, thank you for calling. And actually, I'm kind of dumb because Archivist Korn is 615. Cody and Fish Lips J is 651.
Oh.
So
Just transposition, that's fine.
I'm just going to go ahead and blame that
It's a
on
normal accounting error.
Yeah.
It happens.
I feel like this is a good question that I really don't have an answer to, so I'm hoping that one of you does.
I'm torn between Smash Brothers and Street Fighter,
Man,
both because you can make fucking bank in tournaments if you're the best in the world.
What about one of the MOBAs?
The what?
One of the MOBAs, like League of Legends or something like that. You could probably make a lot of money. doing
StarCraft.
that, right?
Fucking Yes, being best at StarCraft.
So now I feel like this is just it's boiled down to money, which is
Yeah.
Not for me.
no.
No.
What you going with? Star Trek, NES?
Oh God.
Counter Strike.
Ooh, that's tempting.
No,
That's
you
tempting.
just everyone think you're hacking. That would be like
Yeah,
That would be like-
everybody would think you were running
Yep.
a fucking aimbot or something.
that would be like one of those be careful what you wish for kind of things. Because you can
Yeah.
never have an enjoyable game of Counter Strike.
And I'm, I mean to be bragging. I'm all right.
No, you're
at
good.
Counter-Strike.
No, I mean I don't know if you stayed on your game, but you
I
used to be
haven't.
really good.
I haven't, but
Oh,
I
you're
used to be.
horrible now. Then
I'm horrible
Yeah.
now. I used to be really fucking good. Yeah, me and this guy right here. I'm pointing at Dave.
But on me. Nope.
We used to run some fucking dust. We used to wreck some motherfuckers in dust.
You're
It
giving
was
me a lot of
beautiful.
credit because
No,
that was Jon Turley of NBA James fame carrying Dave through dust, pretty much.
Nah.
But you were both better than Brandon, though, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh, dude.
without a doubt. Did Brandon even play Counter Strike?
He would talk about it.
Well, he lied.
He talked about it at church. Diablo and Counter Strike.
I mean,
Diablo he
I think,
definitely
I
played.
think he played.
Maybe like once or twice.
I don't remember his handle, and I think
Right.
that speaks a lot.
Sorry, Brandon of Axley fame.
Yeah, sorry, man. But we know you was there. You was there in some Quake 2, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and that's more important. That's more important than Counter Strike. But yeah,
What would it be then?
it would be, and this is this. I'm a small person. I am when it comes to this particular question. Anyway, it would be Tekken Tag Tournament,
Oh, man.
just so I could beat Corey Cagle and
Against
be
his-
like, "What's up, motherfucker?"
against his Eddie Gordo whirlwind.
Yeah, exactly. Against his Eddie Gordo Harang whirlwind. Oh my fucking God. That
Tekken Tag
motherfucker
Tournament's a good game,
Oh,
man.
it's
It is
so
a really good
fucking
game.
good.
Yeah.
It is so much fucking fun.
Other shit Monday.
Yeah,
We need
absolutely.
to do-
Absolutely.
yeah.
You
we
guys
need
are
to do
going
that.
to straight stomp my ass.
Harong or Jack, man, or Brian. Brian. See how would
Brian. Oh man, he was he was good
Brian's
with like
good.
he was good with like 75% of the characters in that game. I mean, just like almost unbeatable good. We've got to get that motherfucker to drive his ass up here from Texas to be on that show. Dude, he was like
down with
my he was my fucking villain in that game. He was ridiculous at it. But I was just right there where I could beat him like every now. I was like Josh was to you
Street
as
Fighter.
Street Fighter. I was like, just every now and then I'd take him and he would fucking load up either Harong and Eddie Gordo or Eddie Gordo and fucking Phoenix. What was his name? I can see him. I can see him and I cannot think of his name.
This is not the kangaroo that I would always play as. right?
Roger.
Just for comedic effect, right? Like he had like literally no
remember
purpose
that
in the
wasn't
game,
good.
right?
No, I remember him. It was bad. It was bad. Oh man, I can see that guy's face. God, it's driving me nuts. But yeah, he was really good with him too.
Either way, Eddie Gordo was definitely part of the equation.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Oh man, yeah, I would be the best at that game just so I could show up Corey Cagle. He's not going to be listening to this, I don't think, at least not for a long time. I know he's listening to some Tadpog. I think he's way back there.
Oh, really? I didn't know he
But
listened at all.
when he gets to this, I'll be like, "Bring it, motherfucker! Bring it!" 'Cause I think you lost it.
Damn.
You had it and you lost it.
Strong words from Jon Turley.
I'm hoping that we can do an episode and I can get good at it again before I have to play him again.
Start now because we're going to live stream this on Twitch if you fail.
I think
The one with John's ultimate failure.
Yeah, that might be the name of that episode.
I'm going to rely on my impeccable memory, my impeccable short-term memory that Archivist Corn did not specify video game, and I'm going to say basketball because I feel like I would be extremely rich if I was the best person at basketball.
Or soccer.
be.
Soccer's bigger worldwide.
Yeah, but I want to be. I'd rather be big in the U.S. than worldwide.
Okay.
I feel like I'm just.
Then Murder, Mary, Kill.
Oh, I forgot there's a second part of this.
So Scorpion, acid mouth. If probably got acid everything. Get a kill reptile. I'm sorry, kill reptile.
You stole mine. That was my. Yeah, I was going with
Yeah,
that.
you gotta kill reptile. I'm gonna marry Sub-Zero. I like Sub-Zero. He's a good guy. He'd probably be a gentle lover, much like Jon Turley. And then I guess I'd fuck Scorpion. I mean, he's been to hell. He's probably seen some tricks.
Something harpoon joke. There you go. John, what do you think?
Oh man, why'd you have to throw that at me? I don't even know fucking Mortal Kombat.
All right.
Well.
It's pretty-
All I
okay.
know is Lindy Curtis used to whoop my ass at Mortal Kombat.
Let's do this. Which one would you rather fuck? Blue, yellow, or green? Just pick a color. If you had to fuck one of those colors, which one would it be?
I guess I would say yellow.
I had you pegged for a yellow fucker.
Sounds maybe a little warmer than blue. I
It's
think
definitely
blue-
warmer on the color wheel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're fucking Scorpion.
guess
So you and
so.
Tyler sharing that harpoon.
Eskimo Brothers.
Man, bringing that league reference every week. Which color would you marry, John?
It's got to be. I got to follow some Tyler logic here for the second Mary Fuck Kill. There's no good can come of that green one.
I mean,
Yep.
you're right.
Yep.
No, yeah, nothing good's gonna come out of that. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to marry blue. It's gonna be a very, not a very intimate
A chilly
relationship.
evening.
Which leaves you, of course, with green.
Yeah, killing green.
Okay, you guys are 100% correct. There's no mouth stuff with Reptile. There's no mouth stuff with Reptile. And if you kill Scorpion, he's just gonna go to hell and he's just gonna come back because he's from hell. So he's just gonna go where he came from. So you might as well get Reptile out of your life forever, so you never have to worry about his lizard head anywhere near your special zone.
Your red touch area.
Yeah. So he's out. So I follow the logic there. But once again, I'm going to have to go back to Scorpion breathes fire. So I feel like you might have some fire mouth. So I'm definitely not going to... I'm not going to fuck him. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to marry Scorpion, but like never have sex with him. So it's going to be like a regular married relationship. Domestic jokes. And then that, of course, leaves Sub-Zero. And I'm just going to fuck the shit out of him. There, I said it. Mm-hmm. He's got his own platformer. The rest don't. So, you know what?
He's got his own horrible platform.
Hey, he has one, though.
That's
It's gonna
true.
be chilly.
TADPOG, the Sub-Zero game.
Yep. You're right. There you go.
Did anyone here ever have a girl give them a blowjob with a cube of ice in their mouth?
Not going to answer that question.
I like how I get a and a nope. Not gonna answer that one.
Not going to answer that. Not going to answer
Why
that.
not? Why is that
Nope.
the question
Nope.
you would not answer?
Not going to answer that.
I know why.
I know you know why. Because if I don't answer it, it might happen again.
Yeah, if you don't answer it, I'll do it again.
I can only imagine that is what mouth stuff with Sub-Zero is.
Pretty good.
Mouth Stuff with Sub-Zero. An autobiography by Jon Turley.
Of NBA James fame.
Of NBA James.
Thank you.
Thank you. Forward by Charles Barkley. The second best basketball player after Dave Moore.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
It's similar to an Altoid. Also mildly uncomfortable after a while. Tyler and John do Charles Barkley impressions.
Fill an hour with that.
Oh yeah, this is gold.
I'm ready
Thanks,
to close it.
Thanks, Archivist Gorn. All right.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shut the door on you, Archivist Corn.
Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes or Stitcher. So don't miss the next episode. We'll be talking about IGN's third-ranked game, Super Metroid.
Third, man, we are in the top 3.
Yep. You know what we like? What we like around here?
Mouth stuff.
Mouth stuff.
Oh, yeah,
With
mouth-
Sub-Zero.
Especially when Jon Turley's involved.
Yep. But we also like 5-star reviews. So if there's get a little incentive to help you control the show a little bit. So if you give us a 5-star written review on iTunes, 93, I want 100. I want 100 so bad. I want it so bad. But if you leave us a 5-star written review, and if there's a game you want us to play, include that. Or if the guest host for a certain show, put that on there. And I guess we haven't really opened up. I mean, it doesn't have to be in a 5-star review, but TADPOG, we brought it up. So
Yeah.
Facebook group, tweets, whatever. Throw us some TADPOG suggestions.
Absolutely.
A bad game that will be played by either Dave or myself. We'll flip that coin.
And my work schedule's a lot more open, so I'm also a lot more open to doing TADPOG now, in case I lose that coin flip.
That's all I got.
We'll do these things.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Fuck, man. Whatever you put in that 5-star review, we promise we'll get to it.
Eventually. Truncate Silence is going to get rid of all of that wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful
probably.
comedic silence.
We were, if you didn't get that, we were silent for 15 minutes.
Don't worry, guys. Like Tyler said, we're going to be back. In the meantime, you can always find us on tadpog.com. That's where the show notes live. And that's where all of the archived episodes are. They're all there. Just listen to them. Go nuts. we're fine. It's free. It's fucking free. It's not the best, but it's free. You could also
Wait till the
find us-
TADPOG mobile game comes out. It's free.
we should that would be great. We can just start charging people for would you like to hear a Gooter joke? That'll be $1.
They have to furnish TADPOG Studios with microphones and babies and stuff. Fine.
You can also find us on Facebook. We are at facebook.com/tadpog. There are a lot of cool people there doing a lot of cool shit. Tyler will make a post about the episode on that day because he is just timely like that. And that is a great way for you to let us know what you think about that episode. You can find us on Twitter. We're at tadpog_podcast. It's cumbersome, I realize, but thanks for hanging in there with us. Thanks for retweeting us, and thanks for tweeting at us. You can call us if you want, the wonderful, Cody did it. Jeez, Cody did it. Archivist Corn did it. Everyone does it. Everyone who is someone who listens to Tadpog calls this number. It's 270-883-2555. Be somebody. That's my call to action. Be somebody and call Tad. Also, Archivist Corn, thank you for sending all of the obscure cover art for video games. You're the only person who sent them in. So at least one guy out there is that's a good idea. I'm going to send the art in. And the art he has sent in has been on point. Every one of them has been just hilarious just to look at and just try to figure out what the fuck not only is this game about, but what was this artist thinking and who approved this art? So hopefully one day we will actually do the thing where we look at the bad, obscure video game art and try to figure out what the game is.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, John.
I want to hear that. I do.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, man. Anytime.
How do you feel about this episode of Super Monkey Ball 2 that you requested?
Was it everything you dreamed?
No.
All right, that's good.
Was it because I gave you shit about the same serve in tennis? I'm sorry about that.
I broke my heart. I'm never going to be the same after this.
I wrecked you, much like Reptile.
It's like Reptile would.
Well, right.
Well, anybody who sticks their gooter in that mouth deserves a little wrecking. So I feel like we should do this Charles Barkley style.
Man, but you guys are so much better at it than I am.
We give it. Maybe you're the best at it.
I'm not. I'll give it my best though. I'll give it my best.
Maybe you just need to give it a try.
Listen, where is Charles
It's like he's
Barkley
here. Man, are we in Phoenix? What's going on? So until next time, Robo Capricorn.
Get excited about something.
Say Gooter.
God, gooter fuckins.